Yes.
All right, the camera's rolling now. Are we ready to go?
No.
Thanks, Jim.
What's rolling?
Your camera.
Cast iron.
Okay. Who are you guys?
We're Cast Iron Pinata.
Cast iron pinata.
Cast iron pinata.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cast Iron Pinata. Oh.
It's so good.
Wait,
So gay.
What do you play? What kind of music?
Rock.
And or
Roll.
something we've kind of collectively come up with called groove rock, which
Stop there. I'll turn that TV up.
Stop it. That was terrible.
can you turn the birds off?
Nah, I like the birds.
Henchkey, look at them.
Turn the birds.
Carry on.
The birds, turn them off. See what I did there?
All right. Keep. Sorry, you were playing. You're saying groove rock.
Groove rock.
Yeah, it sort of
We made it up, didn't we?
yeah.
We made it up.
Did
Most
we?
people have ever done it.
Sort of a combination of hard rock and funk elements.
Cool.
We want to make sure you can do as many different things as possible while listening to our music.
Such as?
You can dance, you can mosh to it, you can... What else
Up to it.
Sing.
Make Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts are good.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're good ones.
So you guys consider yourselves a bit of a DIY band. What do you mean by this?
Sorry, I missed the question.
You guys consider yourselves a bit of a DIY band. So what does that entail?
We've always had that kind of approach to ourselves and our music and the way we go about things. You know, from writing, recording and mixing all our material ourselves to,
Peppy's our studio engineer. by the way.
yeah, we sort of bring songs in and they develop in there throughout rehearsal and they sort of become more refined through the mix process. And also the way we sort of promote ourselves. And we recently did acquire management, who we work with pretty closely. You've got a manager because
Just talk on your phone like you're just on an important business call.
Yeah, hi, sorry, they're busy that night. They've got a massive, like, tour and shit to do. Hello, Habibi!
Hello, baby!
yeah, we recently got a manager because
Why did we get a manager?
Because
I don't
to
know
manage
why
our
we did
business of rocking,
Yes.
it's someone to be a dick for us. We're too nice.
too much.
More about the DIY.
Just-
We are too nice. We
just
needed
too
someone who wasn't nice to get us out of. He's looking at me.
He's nice to us. He is nice to us. Very nice to us.
I think
Okay.
we need to talk more about the
He's
do it
actually
yourself.
really nice. He's a great bloke. Unreal bloke.
He's going to stab you, isn't he? Okay.
So what, we write, we record ourselves, we promote ourselves.
Did we actually cover it, or did we just talk shit about Steve?
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Tell us about your shows. What can we expect?
Energy.
Energy. Menergy.
Energy.
Yeah. Synergy.
Of men and
Men.
music with energy.
Anything else that we can expect? As in you do
Nothing.
headline.
Just energy.
Did we have stuff written for that?
We play sometimes as headliners, sometimes supporting the country's best bands. Tell us, yeah.
Can someone say that nicely?
Well, do we talk about our two tours now? And things like that?
Give that.
This well, we've been on two tours.
That answer. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, yeah, we play a lot of gigs. We play sometimes. Wait, what was the different one?
Headliners. Supporting.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Try it again.
Yeah. Yeah, so we play a lot of gigs. They've, a mix of headlining shows, a lot of supporting some of Australia's best bands. We've been lucky enough to share the stage with, which is awesome. We've been on 2 national tours. that's been fantastic as well. Very well received, and we're really excited by that.
Okay, what do you have upcoming tour-wise?
An international tour is what we have in Europe.
That's correct. Yeah, September through November this year, we're heading over to Europe. So we're spending a week in the UK and then a further 6 weeks across the mainland of Europe, which we're pretty excited for. So I can't
It'll be
wait for
alright.
that. It's going to be great to share the CRP love with a whole bunch of new people.
And what's coinciding with this tour, Peppy? Something about a new album?
A new what? A new album?
Was I
A
not
new
meant to say
album?
that? It's leaked already.
Yeah, we do.
Out of the bag.
Henschke,
Yeah.
we have a new album coming out. It's going to be great. It'll be a debut full length.
Well, we can't do that if we're all cacking. Alright.
Okay, tell us about your upcoming album and mention that it is a new album in the question, in the answer.
I don't know what I'm saying.
We have a new album.
You sunk my battle.
I don't know what.
Well, you need to say something before you go. 'Cause you know, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Coinciding with our national tour. we have
International
that
tour.
debut
Okay.
full
Just
length.
wait one
It's
sec.
going to have
Alright.
the single of See It to Believe It on there, I guess.
Okay.
Which
Yeah,
you'll be
so
able to see the
album
video
stuff
for.
first, and then we'll talk about the single.
Should we talk about also the video, as in like, the video's going to come out with the album, and you can see the video soon.
Yeah, so album first, and then onto the
Yeah.
single, and it's the video. So
Okay, cool.
just mention the album.
And you want to talk about the album?
Yeah. Alright, well, with our European tour, we'll be releasing our debut album. And once we get back, we'll be releasing the Australian version. And we've been working on, well, today we've been working on the first single, the video for See It to Believe It. And, yeah. I don't know.
That's fine, that's fine. That was good. Tell us about how you record. Whoever wants to take that question.
Okay, one at a time.
How we record. Peppy's our recording engineer extraordinaire.
/ magician.
He does all the magic stuff behind the desk. It's a blessing having those kind of resources available to us. We can spend a lot of time in the studio. Allows us to try a whole heap of different things. And we're really lucky. We get the opportunity to have things exactly the way that we want, which is just awesome. Peppy's pretty good to work with. He's
Not too much
awesome.
of a
He's
hard
awesome to work with.
Oh, shucks.
Cool.
Over the years, what Australian bands have influenced you and made you want to be the band you are now?
Stephen Nichols.
Experience.
Shit, straight.
Australian bands.
Electric Mary, I guess.
Yeah, Electric Mary. is a big
Airborne.
one.
Just phrase that as Electric Mary have inspired us. Say something like that.
Electric Mary have been a massive inspiration.
Who we were lucky enough to share the stage with.
Yeah, unreal.
I believe Tim Rogers had something nice to say to you when you supported him once.
That nice gentleman. Scholar.
Okay,
So yeah, make sure you phrase it as something that we can understand without hearing the question.
yeah.
I was after one of our shows at Bended when we supported UMI. Just as they were leaving, Timmy's come out and just said, thanks for playing with us guys, in 6 months we'll be supporting you. And there was Davey Lane with it. Come back in and goes, I'll give it 3 months. Yeah, no, it was a good year. No, nice guys too. It was good.
Cool. What's the aim for your new album?
Oh, look, reach a much wider audience, hopefully. If we can snare any airplay from it with some potential singles, that would be even better. And I think it'll be fantastic to be able to give people a bit of a reference of what we are and the music that we play, to encourage them to hopefully come and see us live and experience it in a totally different way. And for those who do know us and who have been fans of us for a while now, it will hopefully be a nice big addition to their already collection.
I suppose with the album, it gives us a bit of chance to talking. It gives us a better chance to like go through different styles of music and to really showcase what we can do.
I think on top of it all, though, this album really does define that we've sorted out our cast iron pinata sound. Like, this is, every song has its own familiar, I don't know what you call it.
Something.
There's a familiar something
It's
to
a
it.
thing. Yeah.
It's just cast iron
Vibe.
pinata. Every song has got one.
We've released 2 EPs prior, as well as a double A side recently, and like we're so proud of that as achievements in their own right. But it really feels like we're moving forward into something different now, and something a lot more refined. And it feels like it's all starting to come together now. And with the experience of those releases and what came with it, I think we're really starting to develop a sound that is cast iron pinata.
Cool.
Why should people come and see you play live?
If you want to have fun, if you want to drink, have fun, come to one of our gigs. You won't leave disappointed.
I don't know, I guess we're a band you can have a beer with after the show and party after having a good rock out and vibe on stage. Yeah.
We tend to link pretty well with our audiences when we play. We get them sucked in, get them moshing around with us, get them sucked in.
Sucked
that's it. But we tend to make a lot of contact with the audiences we're playing and try and get the people, in with the music. And
Yeah, it's a to and fro. It's an energy.
that's it.
back
I mean,
and
you bounce
forth.
off each other. When you see everyone going nuts, you go even crazier on stage. But pretty much like our last tour, when we were just going around Australia, every night we're just saying, all done here, but come have a beer, say good day. It's a good way to meet new people. It's great fun. It's all part of the process.
Add a personal touch to the rock and roll gig.
That's it.
What makes you different, better, more exciting, better musicians than some of the other bands going around at the moment? What puts you a step above everyone else?
I'm sure there are musicians out there that are just a million times better than each of us as an individual, but the way that we do it, and I think that makes a little bit of a difference. There's got to be a vibe there, there's got to be a connection, and we love playing with each other. And, whether it's getting up on stage or whether it's, after a gig, whether it's at band practice or whatever else, is, it's something that's a bit different and we have a good time. And hopefully that reflects in our music and to the listener.
So a big part of it though is just the fact how much we enjoy it though. It's never been a chore, it's always just been the fun thing that we always do. Yeah.
I reckon we're done. We've got 15 minutes of that. I had like 4 minutes for the Universal one and I managed to get something out of that, so I reckon we're done. Yep.
One quote we need to get
Yep.
is that one that we've stumbled on.
Do you wanna read it?
Just a beautiful-
I guess I'm just sitting here thinking like, what's gonna sell you to obviously this EPK being more for industry people? What are the main selling points of you guys? Like, I'm not trying to make you guys sound cocky or anything, but what
I was going to say,
like,
a couple
what-
of these questions are kind of...
what makes you like worth being picked up by a booking agency? What makes you worth
Those
being picked up by a
dedication.
record label?
Okay.
Just trying to get that across. I
Okay,
suppose.
so with that new album, I was trying to get towards it before.
Mm.
If we're saying like that, it's a different kind of professionalism now. It's really starting to click, and it's a new spark. There's a new spark. I think we've reached where we've kind of got this realization or epiphany that like, hey, we can do this. It's something that we've always enjoyed what we do. Yet there's this extra little bit on top now where it's like, hey, we're a band. We can potentially make other people have a good time.
Sure. And we do it in an entertaining way, don't we? I mean, we really engage with the audience with a lot of our shows. I mean, people come back to just say hi to us and things like
It's
that.
an in and out sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's not just like a bunch of rock musicians playing their instruments. It's really an entertaining experience. It's engaging.
Yeah, and it's not. I guess it's not just for like someone in the crowd. It's like, hey, watch our set, watch our 6-7 songs in this half an hour, and then we're gonna go.
Yeah, it really makes the audience involved.
It's like, you know, keep in contact. We want to see what's happening in your area. Follow us, see what we're doing, see where we can have a good time again.
I guess you do get a lot of compliments for that as well. You get a lot of people come up and saying how much they love the fact you just hang around, have a beer and chat to.
And it's not.
You know,
It's really good. That's what makes it go around. It's fun.
I guess that's the one thing that I guess interested me or amused me, I suppose, early on before I knew you guys was that you know you were fun on stage and you were fun guys. You would hang around and talk to your fans and friends and whatever after a show, but behind the scenes and everything, you're just a cohesive professional unit. You're like that step above a lot of other bands that are around around now that you'll actually
Here and say it. Say
Probably
that.
include that
Yeah, well, I think
speech.
that, I think
we're just like looking at it.
Yeah.
I think that's right though. We're a band that's full of energy on stage, and we have a lot of fun up there. It's all, you know, we look like we're having fun, and I think that really appeals to a lot of people, and it helps them to sort of get into it and have a good time themselves, which is what it's all about. It's all about entertaining people, and we love doing it. But at the end of the day, it's not about going out and getting wasted and partying every night. We work really hard, and you know, after the gig's done, there's a lot of things behind the scenes that need to be done. There's so much work behind one show, and we do it well, and that's the thing that we can do that.
And it's,
Other bands
it's
don't.
all a big thing.
Well, it's a solid routine. We know what we have to do for every gig when we get one now, and it's just second nature. Make
And
sure
throughout
everything runs
this
properly.
touring, like we've learnt so much more on top of that we never would have thought, you know. And
It's getting out and experiencing it.
And touring really is like working 14-hour days, whatever, plus, you know, and all the driving and stuff like that. And we know we can do it now. We're good at
Bring
it.
on Europe.
yeah, rank on Europe, bring on the world.
Yeah. And we are ready.
Groove rock. It's this musical mystery that you're able to mosh, sing along, dance, and make love to simultaneously.
That's pretty much what we're going for. We made it up. We like to think we made it up.
First ones ever to think of it.
We made that definition.
Well, we didn't
did.
make the words up. We just put those
We
two
put them
words
together.
Yeah.
to make sense.
That's, it's like the feelings.
Yeah.
It's a revolution.
Yeah.
The actions.
Groove rock revolution.
Two words, one love.
One.